Rancho Cucamonga is not for everyone. If you're thinking of moving out here, you're gonna wanna watch this video. I'm gonna go over the top 7 reasons why people decide not to move here or they decide to leave. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually like Rancho. When the right property comes up, I'm gonna be moving my family, to this neighborhood. But here are 7 big reasons why maybe you yourself may consider looking elsewhere. And the last reason number 1, is probably the biggest reason why people are moving out of the area, moving out of Rancho, or deciding not to move here to begin with. Number 7, you'll notice that Rancho is like one big suburban town. It's a big old suburbia. There's a lot of chain restaurants, the malls and shopping centers. It's just like chain after chain after chain restaurants. You have the big national stores. You do find some boutique and mom and pop restaurants and shops, but it's not as prevalent. And the communities, the neighborhoods where people actually live, those homes are fairly new, but they're kind of all, they kind of all look the same. If you see one, you've probably seen them all. When you go into one neighborhood, you'll see one type of house and it's like the same color or like a different shade of brown or tan, right? Or gray, like the next one. So they all around the same plot size for the most part. Now you might find some unique properties here and there, but you have that, right? You have, it's like a lot of the homes look a lot alike. Number 6, the cost of living is more expensive. 15-20% more. You can definitely find a bigger house, more land in a different town, like Ontario, Hoopa Valley, Fontana, right? So you will be paying more for the same thing that you could find 20 minutes away, 15 minutes away. So that's another reason. If you say, hey, I want the biggest house, biggest bang for my buck, yeah, you're not going to find that so much here in Rancho Cucamonga. And there's some main reasons why. One is the great schools. People move out here for the schools. So that leads us to the next reason. If you don't need schools, if you say, oh, all my kids are grown up, or I don't have any kids, or I really don't care about the schools, whatever, I homeschool, whatever it is, right? You do what you want. One of the reasons you're paying more is because of that, because people are paying a higher price for the house because they want to be in this neighborhood. That drives the demand. People want to move to Rancho because they have good schools. And if that's not you, then you're like, what am I paying for? Why am I here? Why am I paying extra just to live here for the great schools when I don't even need it, right? So, it's crime. KTLA, which is a news station local around here in Los Angeles, they did a report. Rancho is ranked one of the safest cities. It is 13th. Now you might say, how's that a bad thing? Well, maybe that's not good enough for you. Maybe you want to move to town 12, 11, 10, whatever it is, right? So yeah, crime exists everywhere. No place is immune to it, I think. No place around here is pretty much immune to it. You're going to find it anywhere you go. There are safer neighborhoods that you may want to consider going to. But again, look, I grew up in the Bronx. I moved out here and I was like, man, this place is great. Place is nice. There's a front lawn, there's back lawn. People seem nice to me. I didn't find any issue. So the crime for me, not a big deal. But it may be for you. I don't know. Maybe you want to live in the safest neighborhood in California, in Southern California. Then this is not it, right? It's pretty good, but it's not the best one. So if you're going to be paying extra, you're like saying, wait, if I'm going to be paying more, why not get the best, right? So you can check out, I put a link of that report in the description, so you can check that out if you want. Now we're moving into number 3. And this is a big one. It's the air quality of Southern California, of Rancho Cucamonga. It's not the best. It's not even good. According to this website, it's pretty poor. Why is that? Man, this is a driving town. There's warehouses, there's trucks. Rancho is between is around 3 highways. You got the 10, the 15, the 210, and there's just trucks running all around. You have warehouses there as well, more diesel trucks, more engines, and that just adds to the air pollution. This is not a walking town. There's certain pockets that are, but really this is not a walking town. Anywhere you want to go, you have to jump in your car, you got to hit the gas, and you got to go. Yes, there's some electrical vehicles, but as we all know, it's still gas stations and gas cars are all over the place. You're not going to get away from that. So if air quality is a big deal, I know for me and my family it is. I have some relatives that have some, breathing issues. So air quality for them will have a big impact. And that might be your issue. You might say, well, I need a healthy place. I need a place with the best air quality because I have a health issue, or I just want, what's better. And you may think, well, what Oscar showed me on that website, it's not a good move. Let me look at someplace else, right? And let me look for fresher air someplace else. Now, I can't notice it, right? Maybe because I live here, I don't notice any, good air, bad air. I mean, I get allergies, but I've been getting that all over, my entire life. So, but again, according to his website, it's not the best. You may want to look someplace else. I don't know where. I mean, I'm guessing like towards the beach or something. So, the wind blows all that air across or something, right? So, but that's something that you would have to decide and look into. Going into number 2 is the traffic. Right now, they're doing a bunch of construction on the freeway. That's going to end in a few years. But all they did was just expand the highway and added pay tolls. So if you have the means to pay for that toll road, then you're going to enjoy that. But if you don't, not only are you paying more for the house and have not so good air quality, but if you want to get out of here, you're going to have to pay to get out of here faster, right? So that's what California does. They have these fast pass lanes where if you want to go in the carpool lane, you actually have to pay for that. And the price varies from like a few cents if there's no traffic. Like, why would you use it if there's no traffic, right? To a few dollars. You want to get someplace 20 minutes faster, it may cost you 10, 12, 20 bucks. Again, it's your money. You do what you want with it. That's up to you. But that's the expansion that they did here. They added these pay toll roads. So if you want to, jump on those, you're going to have to pay a little bit more. If you don't, then yeah, you're going to be in traffic with me and the rest of the povos, right? So we're going to be just sitting there on our way to LA or wherever we need to go. And that rush hour starts, like 7:30, lasts to like 9:30 every day, going to LA. On the way back, it starts at 2 o'clock. I think it's because that's where the kids get out and just people just, go pick up their kids, right? 2 o'clock to like 7 o'clock, 5-hour span on the way back. So that's, that's something to consider. You might say, I like Rancho. It is affordable to me, air quality, whatever, right? But I have to spend an extra hour to 2 hours every day going to work. Let me find a place that's better, closer to my job. Or you say, well, I need to find a job in Rancho or the surrounding area so I don't sit in traffic, right? So that's some information that you definitely want to use. When I was considering which area to move to, I was like, where am I going to work? Where's my business going to be? Where am I going to be selling homes, right? So that's where I was like, well, I need to be close to that area because I didn't want to sit in traffic. If you work in LA, maybe you find a place in LA. Maybe you say, forget about the house and you buy a condo or townhouse in LA, right? That might be the best move for you. And now the number 1 reason why people are leaving Rancho, leaving our area, leaving California, not moving here, going to places like Texas, Florida. If you didn't guess it, now you know what I'm leading to. It's because this town is turning from red to blue. Over the past years, I got this from Wikipedia. Over the past years, it just gets more and more blue. Now, if that's not you, I don't want to be in that town. I don't want to be with those Democrats. I'm a Republican. That's a big deal to you. And that's a big deal for some people because a lot of people have left California because of that. They don't like the governor. They don't like where the state's going. And they're leaving. And if that's a big deal to you, then guess what? This may not be the neighborhood for you. Now, it's not completely red, but look at the trend. Where is it going, right? I can't tell the future. Maybe you can. Maybe you decide that. Now, on the flip side, you might say, hey, that's not a bad thing, right? But again, that's a your decision type of thing. Now, you may say, Oscar, where should I live if I want to be in a neighborhood that fits what I'm looking for? Give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. I got your back. I'll show you exactly where to live. I'll give you the honest truth on what everything's going on in those particular neighborhoods, right? That's what I do. I share this information with you. Now, I gave you 7 top reasons. You may think it's not a big deal. Some people might think, man, these are deal breakers for me. I need to find another place to look into. I need another place to move to, right? But it's not all bad. Check out this video. This is one of the newest communities in Rancho Cucamonga. You may want to check it out because you may say, hey, you know what? It's not too bad. Let me see what else you have. So check out the resort. I did a video on the newest community called The Resort. That you may find interesting, might find helpful. And if you have any questions, again, reach out.